Welcome to Driven by Me and Daisies, and we will continue where we left up yesterday. So today in Epic Game Store there are two free game currently available now. It's not the best, it's not my kind of game. This one was already given during the year, last year probably, because I already have it in my list. It's not my RPG, it depends. If there is more RPG element to it, it's my kind of game. It looks like a Soul-like, but Soul-like I don't like. It's not my cup of tea. I don't like Soul-like. This one is not really my type of game neither. I think it's I don't know what it is at all. It seems to be a fighting ship. It's an add-on, so you would usually need the game, which means that they gave the game one time and I already have it, because usually you cannot buy add-ons if you don't have the game. So probably the game is in my list, and next it would be Jurassic Park 2. Jurassic Park 96%, which is if you think about it, it's I, but it might not be I if it's not 5 stars. It's not my kind of game. Strategy maybe a bit. Okay, next week it will be 20th of March. 20th of March. And for the Fab, it's still we still need to wait for 2 weeks for the next Fab, like not the next week, but the week after, Tuesday. In Tuesday. So let's continue this. So this usually this part is like really inside, like this much inside. So let's try the scale. So this part of the scale is shifting this one up. GG, don't forget our famous GG. Pull a GG on your vertices to replace them. Good game, vertices. Good game. This is like thin and it becomes thicker. So we will try to correct this by selecting 2 and moving this down. Okay. Okay. Control S. Let's take a look. Yes, it's beautiful. We need even more there and there. And this is we look at we will sculpt the rest for the back. We will sculpt it by end. Okay. Controllers, don't forget their daily iteration for, and then we will remove this part because we're still in mirror. I will keep it until we are done. Dot on the key numpad. Okay. Don't know if this part is too much extruded out. Some people have some extrusion, some people don't. This needs to be more wiggly. This would go like that. If you understand me where I'm going for it, like you see, it's getting the wiggly stuff there is losing out, is losing its effect there. So that on the numpad, that. What? Why don't you that? I would scale, but manually, maybe like so. It was useless scale, but I'm just trying stuff to see, because now I need to correct those JJ Abrams stuff. G. I forget, we in French we say J, in English you say G. J? I'm not sure now. We say J in French, J, and G for G. We say G, J, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, you say G for this one in English. Let's listen to the alphabet, because ABC song. Oops, I don't want to be striked. I need to find Creative Commons. Let's check on what it is called, free video stuff. It's Pixabay. It's one of my favorite, if not my favorite, ABC song. Hey, come on, ABC song. Talking of song, I would really need to find new music. Hey, thank you for doing me justice. ABC song. Hey, thank you for leaving me somewhere I don't want. ABC song. Okay, not working. It's a video. I don't want a video. Pixabay. It's my keyboard. Either it is my keyboard or the website. Enter. You are plainly able to enter this. Come on. You can do it. Let's wait a bit until it works. Okay. Oh yeah, it sounds AI. I forgot to look at the... Okay, it's not a content ID, so I won't be striked. E F G. Okay. Now I wasn't wrong. You say G for J. In French we say J. Okay. Let's put back our music. There's a lot of free AI music on Pixelbay, but it will show up as a little robot head there. This, the little tongue out, you will be demonetized or have a copyright strike. So you would look for those like this if you want, but sometimes you will get a license strike on Twitch, but not YouTube sometimes. But YouTube will say the author is fine, and some case you will have someone who has uploaded a fake, he stole the music and uploaded on another name, and you might get striked by just a stupid user. But not by him, but by the real owner of the song, because the user illegally... It happened to me one time, and I had to remove the song from the YouTube studio, YouTube editor. And if you happen to talk with the music in background, it will remove your voice. Just like if you have a video on like BBC stuff in Canada or in Quebec, you get like copyright strike. I've put Hitchhiker Guides, the old series, one time, a short clip, and BBC was there in my YouTube and copyright striking, and it was only on my French channel, not in the English, so it's tailored to French Canadian. I don't know why. It's a matter of contract, I guess. There are no animosity which I know between French Canadian and British people. So it's probably contract stuff that I don't know about. On YouTube or in BBC license territories. So this part needs to go deep, and this part needs to put Pro Tubes this way, like a little thumb. So this would need some definition there, like major definition, because we don't have any. Let's create bevel. You say bevel. And extrude this in. Beautiful. That's beautiful. This is beautiful. Magnificent. Okay. Yeah, this one needs to pop it. It's too much into a hole on itself. You see the triangle decide to switch by itself there. It decides which side it wants to prioritize. I think it's because I need to stitch this. Shift X. Just like that. Just like that. And this needs to be defined on its own. Like that. And then you can play with this one to bring it up there. This needs to go a bit underneath. This one too. Let's take a look. Control S. Yeah, it's still too thin and too thick. The whole seems fine, but this lacks definition. We are almost there. This usually is more back, or so. Let's try to address everything. So this one. It needs some love. It needs some definition from there to there. Enter. So for the French later I would need to show this. This is where the cut tool is, knife tool, but I don't know if I can attract my attention because I will be over this place, and yeah, I don't know if I will remember later in the French version to show this. Okay, so because I talked about this tool in the French live stream yesterday, and I was unable to show them properly where it was because I was showing the video of our live stream because I don't have all the time to redo like I did back and, at the beginning. I was doing both French and English different with live stream, but now I'm showing the English live stream to the French and I talk over what's going on. It gives me more time for other things. So usually this part is not that large, so it's really like a little same size as above, and it goes in there. Let's open our pure ref. This is what beginners lack. They lack references always. It's always this part that is missing, and they just need a little nudge into bringing their refs. This is not a good ref. Photography is. We could use this, but it's still not a good ref because it's not photography. The anatomy sculptor, I would say, sculpting teacher or anatomy teacher are the only one that you can rely on. But still, go check some photos. They are the less likely to induce you in errors than other artists are. So yeah, this is what every time I see a junior beginner, this is the reference part. I know just by looking at the work that this is what is missing. It's the references. And references, I remember talking about it with comrades in my class. Comrades. And it's really hard in anatomy because people are not always shaped the same, so we were always looking at like bank or library of photos and or rules of thumb for arm length, and this is so wrong because like one guy was really good at drawing told me like he had a a course which is like private course on concept art and everything, and he told me like that we shouldn't, when we do the arms, the palms of the hand shouldn't be below the waist. And I recalled immediately an actor walking towards the camera in a movie with his arm reaching below his waist. And I said, no, that cannot be right, because I remember this guy in the movie. I will try to remember. It's the guy from Slumdunk Millionaire. But it's not Slumdunk. It's Dev Patel. Patel is the name. Patel is a word, I think it means the chief of the village. Patel. Landowner or village chief. Patel. Okay, I'm lagging too much, I cannot do anything. Okay, the movie. I remember it was like a little kid running away from something and getting lost in a train in India, and then he becomes like orphan, and years and years later he finds back his mom, and it was really touching. I think I don't remember, but there was something at the end that was really touching, and it's good that I don't remember because it would be a spoiler. What was this movie? Was it Lion? Five-year-old Saru gets lost on a train. Yes, it's Lion, 2016. Lion scene. Let's see if I can find it. And final scene. Let's see if I can spot the moment where so I will continue this line below there. Dissolve edges. Okay, I'm getting it. Yeah, I think I will continue this down. The thing is that in 3ds Max, I remember it didn't snap always at the vertices, but it seemed that in Blender it does correctly snap. I never had issues with it. I'm just used to be scared because of 3ds Max. So this is the part where I was telling his hands goes underneath, his palms goes underneath, almost underneath his waist. Is even not his waist, his crutch. So usually your hand would end up be above your crouch, but this guy, it's almost underneath. So sometimes when you have rules like that, and anatomy rules, they cannot fit, they cannot apply to everyone. And now I'm lagging too much to do anything. What is causing this now? A supercomputer. I think I have too much Chrome open because I don't want to close and lose my process. I will close some Chrome. Not so much Chrome open. What else now? What else? I will close Steam. OneDrive is updating, so not a good one. What was that? A sale on Steam? No. Closing Epic. Okay, now it got calmer. Okay. Is my chat working? Yes. Back to our potatoes. So this will have the tendency to go there, or even go down back in. Like this. Yeah, it's just a tool I'm not used to. I'm still not used to this. Pressing enter and... Okay, now I will get rid of this one. So we want to reach this bottom line there, like about this part. I want to bring this one there. Okay, now this part needs some beef, some more love. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It has a tendency to shrink when you do add, because you lose this square. The square shape becomes rounded, so you lose volume. You really lose, not in a figurative way. You do really lose some volume. it's the passage to higher dimension. When you add a dimension, you lose volume. And I noticed this. It's a secret. I noticed this in mathematics. When you add dimension, you lose volume. And so at some point, higher dimension, you have no volume at all. You're getting closer to zero volume. So higher dimension, you would become volumeless. Almost volumeless. It's like a percentage. That never. I think you can. It never reached like absolute zero. It's always like infinite. How do we say? Crazy numbers. I don't remember. In French is irrational numbers. This is not really good. So I will go pick a real reference. Control S even on your bus to move your peer ref. Let's bring back Chrome. So what is best? Between Chrome and other web browsers, none of them is best. Most of them will gather your data, except if you are really crazy about it. I would say go with Tor or check the repository open source. And usually in Linux there are many browsers which are trying to be free of data theft, but most of them do. Even now Firefox, I read that it might be doing it, and that's not so important, I guess, because those data are meant and used, we feared like it's used for illegal reasons, but they are used for doing business models and doing business statistics. They are not for anything else really, except if there is like urgency in nationwide urgency to find some criminals, and now they urge like some international agency to buy this information and find criminals. Why would it be bad? I don't know, apart if you are a criminal yourself. But if you look at, you try them all the browser one by one, you will notice that what is slowing down mostly is the video on YouTube. So one way to avoid this is to go, you like to like let's say you like to keep a video for later, like that. You pin your video and you don't want to lose it, but it makes your, when you open Chrome, it's become laggy. The tricks that will help is to put this every video. This is a trailer, no? Yeah, it's a trailer. Let's wait until it's finished. Come on. You can do it. Yeah, he doesn't want to end the trailer for us. Let's put it aside. So usually every browser I tried, I search, I test. Not like a thorough test with the spreadsheets calculating everything, but I noticed a tendency. So if you have many YouTube thumbnails like that and you don't want it to lag, you just put this to 144 and you would notice. So how you would test this, you go to more tools, task manager, then memory, and you see it's the YouTube. It's always the YouTube who takes more than the rest. And then I also tried like browser with a little interface, like nothing in there, nothing accessible. I tried browser like that, and it was still YouTube videos, which are the worst. You cannot, like, the best way they could do browser is that they would need to deal with videos on YouTube, videos on memory. Like when you load this page, it puts this video in your memory, at least a little part that we cannot see there. As you can see, all the images there are put in my memory. All of that is put in my memory right now. Otherwise we wouldn't see it, or if it wasn't put in my memory, it would load. We will see a little load downloading the picture, but that's what we see, and that what we see taking place in the performance now, taking place there. Tool, task manager, and you see the kilo 30,000 kilobyte. So that's what I've noticed, and it used GPU, of course. And yeah, there are no really, even like Internet Explorer, the one everyone is complaining about, it's not that much different than Chrome, and because the only difference would be like when you do web development and you want to see the result, some browser might not give the same result of your pages than other. They don't have the same rendering process of PHP and CSS and so on. Many API like in there, like Markdown and Mermaid, depending on what you are doing. Here, and photograph. Yeah, pick up my epic. Then some here, just so you know what to search. Just search ear photograph and then you pick the one you like. I like when the lob is defined. All those aspects. Some ears don't have lobs. I don't like them. I cut them. I don't pick them. As you can see, this one looks like a fake here. The lob is almost inexistent. The older you get, stretched is your lobe. Some people have some weird lobe connected to the skin. So yeah, you see some people have some thing more. When you see it from the face, it looks pointy. I don't know if it's everyone. Looks pointy. And I notice also most people, almost most people, has a little line, a little eyelid line. Not all people. Some people have 2 eyelid lines. Really rare. I've seen it only once in one people who had 2 eyelid lines there. Never seen this twice. I only seen in one person. So that would be it for this. So yeah, I want to bring this back. It was not a good move to, but it was a temporary move, let's call it that way. Dissolve edges. This one is in my way. I'll try to put it elsewhere. So it's really good to, when you're, especially when you're a beginner, but until you are cannot draw anymore, do art anymore, reference always, and probably not just in art, like in cinema, and it's art still, but programming, of course, people won't tell you, but it's mostly it is searching tutorial or doing tutorials or some form of tutorials, like reading documentation. This is mostly what we do, what is done by everyone. There was a meme I've seen. We'll try to find it. Just for the fun. Just for the fun. Don't be mad at me, computer. Just for the fun. It won't be long to find, of course. Just for the giggles. Just for the giggles. People don't want to tell it, or there's some kind of truth to it. Ouch! This is loud. This is loud. There was a, and there you go. When someone says that game dev is just googling tutorials, you just insulted my entire profession. But yes, and yeah, there's some kind of truth. I have to take offense at this. I'm a professional dev, a career game artist in a leadership role with well over a decade of experience behind my back. Hard-won experience, and still that took much efforts to develop. I'm offended because that experience and skill is in fact almost entirely the result of Googling tutorials. This is 100% correct, and I didn't come back here to be called out like this. So it's not like when people... The thing is that older people, when there was no tutorial, they have the right to say, yeah, no, not me, because there was no tutorial, but they are older than a decade. They worked there for like 50 years, something like that. But the decades we had tutorials, I would say 20 years back and more, like 25 years, no tutorial. I remember the first tutorial I've seen, it was a woman who was doing digital art. What was her name? I look at her like a few years ago when she was still going, and it was like in 1998 when I saw her the first time. Like there was no tutorial, it didn't exist. She was a pioneer. What was her name? What was her name? Something Dylan. Julie Dylan. Julie Dylan. Yeah, I think it's her. Yeah, I think it's her. I would try to find. I'm not sure, but I think because our style has changed a lot. I would need something to confirm this, like an article, because she was doing like, yeah, she got really better, like, of course, because it's been almost 40 years something. Oh, it might not be her. No, it might not be her, but the name sounded like Julie Dylan. I'm sad to not find it. Maybe I was wrong about the date and it's the Julie Dylan. Yeah, so let's continue. Anyway. I like to give you some anecdotal stuff for the jizz, the giggles. Okay, let's look. Let's take a look. Whatever. It's getting somewhere. It misses some there because you can see there is a plateau on the bottom there. Let's see if the other two. Oh yeah, there are some kind of plateau that I miss in my thing. But yeah, it's almost there. This is more unilobe stuff. Instead of I seem to have two lobes, two things going in. But I think we could go on with that. But I would try to correct a few last things before going. So her here. So the bottom is touching the side of the cheek on both sides. So this goes way down there. Way down. What can we do for that? Maybe it's not the case for everyone. Let's take a look. Let's take a quick look. Here. Photography. Is it? Does everyone reach? This is some weird ears. It's not really appetizing. It's like it makes me think of Star Trek characters. Star Trek makeup. Like the I don't remember Dorf, I think. Dorf. Star. Trek. Worf, the makeup there. What else? Star Trek makeup. Yeah. This ears make me think of Star Trek makeup. Yeah, like this. It's alien. We are aliens. We're monkey with some weird cauliflower ears. The alien looking at us would say like, this is disgusting. What is this cauliflower shrimp on the side of their heads? Oh, with some glue-ish juice squirting in your face when they attack. You sprout. They attack with ear sprout. No, this is disgusting. So it seems that most of them has the bottom. You see, even me, I don't have. I need this kind of reference to know that the bottom touch the cheek, the side cheek, every time, all the time. So that's a good thing too. That's why we look at at the references, and this will be hard to correct later on the LOD, when we will use this model as the base mesh underneath the LOD to take shape on it, because this is already like we need to modify the topology a lot, and it will need to project a new topology onto it. We can do it by hand. So how can we do it? We could like try to bring this yeah, that's not easy. Yeah, I'm breaking this too much. I feel like this would need to be removed some kind of way. What is this? Why does it become whitey? Like this would need to be removed. And at least have some cut in there. Yeah, this part goes below. Yeah, we have it breaking it a bit too much. Oh, the Foxic here left the chat. The Foxic, what have you done? You left the chat hanging. So this one wouldn't be I felt like my voice was glitching. Wouldn't oops. It will go like below, like this. And going down like this. Going down. So let's try to is my voice working like this? Yes. Yeah, yes. You see, to be a good 3D modeler, you need to talk like Morgan Freeman. Otherwise, you wouldn't be a good 3D modeler. You see, like this. Can't you talk like Morgan Freeman? Just like this. So let's simplify the model just to bring this back down there. A little bit closer. A little bit closer. A little bit closer. Morgan Freeman could have played Jimi Hendrix. I've seen a video of Morgan Freeman when he was young. And it was like how do we say the old music? Disco music. Disco. Yes. Yes, welcome to the show.
Daddy, yo, with the sounds to go. No shucking, no jive. I'm telling you, your music's arriving. What I say, it's Mel Mounds here with our special request game called.
Yes. He has like a flatter face than Jimi Hendrix, but he could almost Like you could play a old Jimi Hendrix in a parallel universe. Yeah. I remember a good movie I liked with was um, Robin Hood with the Kevin Costner and Morgan Freeman. He seems like to still have the same age as in this movie. I'm joking a bit because now he's all white hairs. But I really liked this movie when I was a kid. Now it's like really 80s, 90s. You have the feeling like 90s movie. Strong 90s. What I would say is like we didn't have internet, like for the younger listening, what it was like when you had no internet. It was, if we had to return, it's like trying to fit into a box and you are too large for the box. Anything like going in the past, it feels like this. And some people have nostalgia of this, but they would feel claustrophobic. It's going smaller. We were all like we could only be Dunning-Kruger, like there was only the libraries where we could learn something, so you had to, in discussion, you had to tell something out of your hat. In the pre-2000 years, pre-2000, you always had to say things that you cannot verify from your pockets. So there was many more. There are still, but there was more than that situation where you cannot verify facts. So there was a lot of grandma medicine, grandma techniques, grandma sayings, like you put some piss on it and it will get better, things like that. Way more than now, but now it seems to have to be more than back in the days, but it's an impression because there are more people having access to self-publication. So it's like a magnifying glass on things that is not as much as before. And it will continue even more because AI now helps even more into that. Helps even building tools that will help even more into that faster, in the sense that the tools can be made with more details, with less people So the tools that would allow people to have a following, a bigger following, a bigger platform, reach, a better reach is more easily independent of the factuality of their messages. But some people could think like this is horrible, but at the same time it is not, because people that makes people make mistake faster. It makes them grow faster in some kind of way. You need people, you need the people you would fear about lacking some knowledge needs to make mistakes to learn. It's a bit like in a class. In the past there was not a lot of cohorts, different how do you say that in English? Like you have you start school with first grade, second grade, and the ages goes along. But in the past there was no much grade, and everyone at all age was in one class. It's a bit like that. Life is like that, and by making people regret mistakes, it makes them not liking the process of learning. So it needs to be approached with tact in order to make learning interesting. And many people are forced into school, if not all people are forced into learning, so it immediately create undesiredness for education. An example how you could reverse this is to make learning to give some it's of course it's not a healthy way to approach it, but to make learning like in the past with the church, to make learning forbidden, then the interests get higher, and that's some kind of dilemma with people when you want to remove interdiction sometimes can act as attraction, and we've seen this a lot in the past with the church, like women covered, men covered. You could think like the capes that men covers themselves with capes. It makes them hide some part of the body. It makes this more interesting when it's hidden, for anyone who's wondering what ever seen what was behind. So interdiction creates attraction, and we might think also some countries which are really religious, they are very conservative and things like that, but in reality they hide the stuff. They hide the stuff because not in the way that we would think of, Like when a girl gets pregnant, they will hide this as much as possible, so she got raped and she get pregnant, so she doesn't get stoned or become judged by the population. So what they do is they hide the fact, and they hide the thing which is opposite to us, to libertarian countries. But there's we think it's not, they are very, sometimes we think they are very severe, but they have also problem like us, same problem as us. They just react in a different way. I remember it was from a specialist in Middle Eastern religion. Don't remember the name of the guy. He was talking about that. Or he was saying like how they deal with stuff like adultery and rape and things like that, because we often in the West think that they will stone the girl, or it's really like not, it does not happen or something, but in reality it's hidden. It's hidden to not make the population concerned. Just like how we did this in the past when we were more religious. We did the same thing. Sometimes there were unfortunate people who got blamed for not being prude enough and things like that, but most of the time we hid those situations. We always return to some kind of equilibrium. Even whether we do it naturally, whether we are religious or not. My music is gone. Why is my music gone? I see it playing there. Yeah. Don't know what to say, it's gone. NVIDIA speaker. What is that? But don't tell me it was playing all along. Can you hear me at least? Yes. So as you can see, this is a long process, real long process, and I endure too much of issues now, like this and this and this, like many triangles. Sorry for that, but I will correct them. Let's take a look. Okay, it's better. This part needs to go real back. Really more in the back. Okay. So this seems to be more like this. Like really like this, something like this, I would say. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's more like this. Often this is thinner and it gets like pointy, a bit pointy there. Let's see if it's the case there less. Yeah, it's not always the case. So I think it's getting somewhere. Let's try the brushes before going away. Going away, we can see there's a lot of weird stuff, but the brush will tell us. The brush will tell us if it's good or bad. So I don't have enough definition. What I would do is remove this and the ears is too much compared to the rest, and as you can see, but it's not possible to get rid except by making the rest more detail without touching the ear. Okay. So what is activated now? Wireframe. Let's go there, Control S, and might crash. Sculpt. As you can see, it's stretched there. Stretched weirdly there. That's what we were trying to avoid last time. It's getting back. Let's add another subdivision. Am I still there? Damn. So by adding some subdivision, it seems to correct the stretching, but I would need to add really many definition. So what I could do is to delete the contour of the ears like that, and then add definition on the rest of the head and stitch the rest to the ears. So that way I can avoid the faces. That way I can avoid adding definition to the ear when I do this. Or I could like go real fast and separate the ears by clicking L. Let's do Ctrl Z, save this, make an iteration for big work. And now X is all faces. This part would need to go. Dissolve edges. Now faces 3. L on ears. And right click, split. No, it's not that. L. Separate selection. Yes. And now do a subdivision only on this. We'll go back to lower, delete higher, verify, subdivide. And now let's compare. Of course, and we need to apply this. Yeah, it's this. Yeah. I did it on the here, so what? If I apply it, let's see. Apply multi-res. Nothing. Yes. Yes. What's this? Okay, there was a free rounds. And yes, we will stitch this together. I will try to find the triangles in the ears before that and correct it as much as I can, and I will continue this Monday. So thank you for watching and see you Monday. Bye.